guys, this is Steve Huff, SteveHuffPhoto.com. I have something new for you today to look at, something I've been kind of excited about, and I'm going to show you right now what it is I'm talking about. I received yesterday in the mail the TECHART adapter for the Sony E-series, E-mount A7 series. This is the adapter that will allow you to autofocus Leica M lenses. Now, that's always been impossible. Allow you to autofocus M lenses on a Sony A7 series camera, I must say. I'm using it on the A7R2. So this is the adapter right here that was sent to me from TECHART, and they did tell me that it's still a prototype, this one that they sent me. But it will allow you to put an M lens on here and it will autofocus it. At least the three that I've tried so far have autofocused accurately. I've tried this little guy here, which is a Leica Sumerit f2.4 40mm, which some of you may recognize this as the lens inside the Leica Minilux film camera. So what is it doing in an M housing? This was sent to me to review as well. I'm still working on it, but this lens is now in an M housing. There's a converter kit you can buy. So if you have an old Minilux, there's a converter kit you can buy that allows you to transform it into an M mount lens. And this is one of those lenses. So I'm using that right now to test the TECHART autofocus adapter, which looks like this. And a lot of people, there's been some buzz about this online, and I'm going to put it on the Sony. It just snaps on, and then of course you snap on your M lens like so. How fast does it autofocus? Well, I'm going to show you in a few minutes, but I just wanted to say that I've tested this 40mm. I've tested the 50 Jupiter 3 Plus on the TECHART, and I've tested a 50 Summilux spherical on the TECHART. All of them were able to autofocus with confirmation and lock on the Sony A7R2. Now, all I own these days for Sony, I do not own the A7 II anymore. I decided to keep the A7R2 because I found it was the best of all worlds in the Sony A7 line. You have your massive resolution if you want it. You have the speed, the IQ, the high ISO capability. While not up to the A7S II, it's still very good. The video performance is very good, the 5-axis. So this is basically, a killer camera. Full frame, much smaller than the big Canons and Nikons and so forth. But being able to put M lenses on a body is one reason I love the Sony. Now having an adapter that autofocus M lenses. Now let's face it, as you get older, I'm getting older. I'm, 47. I'm getting older. I don't have the eyes anymore for distance to manually focus. I still do it, but some shots I'm missing. So wouldn't it be cool if this adapter allowed those of us who can't really nail the manual focus to actually use these amazing M lenses? Now, I've shot a few test shots around my yard. I've only had this really 24 hours, but I've been messing with it nonstop because I've been excited about it. But imagine if it worked well. Well, I will say that it does work, especially if you have good light and you're up close to your subject. It locks on fairly quick. If you're trying to shoot something farther away, it's not really, it takes longer, it's slow. If you're in dim light, it's slow. And what it does is it brings this lens in and out to focus. So it's basically like that until it nails focus, because the Sony sensor is allowing focus confirmation. So a lot of people have said, oh, you must set it to infinity to use it. And I've been making a habit of that, but I've also put it on where it was just kind of set in the middle, and it still worked. It still focused and locked on and gave me an in-focus shot. So take a look here in the video. I am going to show you guys just some quick sample images I managed to snap in my yard with this combo, and I'll probably throw in a couple from the other lenses as well. But as you can see, I mean, it's not going to change the quality of your photos, of course, but getting these in focus shots with a manual focus lens, because of the ability to autofocus, it's pretty incredible. But here's the thing, it will focus, it will lock on, and every time it's locked on for me, it's been locked on. So imagine 2 or 3 generations down the road, if they stick with this, I'm sure that there will be some versions coming down the road that will be much faster, much easier, and then before you know it, we'll be able to snap on an M lens onto a Sony camera and get just as fast autofocus as if you're using a native lens. Pretty incredible times for the photo enthusiasts, I say, because it's mostly enthusiasts these days who use these Leica M lenses and Sony combos and all this good stuff. So look for a review of the TECHART Leica M autofocus adapter on the Sony coming soon. This is just my first look video to give you guys a look at it, and in 1 second I'm going to show you guys this focusing on my can of Diet Coke with Splenda, just to show you what it sounds like and how fast it's focusing, and then I'll walk around my yard to show you some samples of it locking or not locking or whatever. So here we go, we're going to show you that right now. So I'm filming this with the Sony a6000 and Sony 16-35. The a6000 is still such a great camera, and you can get them for dirt cheap. If anyone out there is looking for an APS-C camera and you don't want to spend a lot of money, look into the Sony a6000. Even though the new version is out, this a6000 is just still stunning. Fast, great image quality. Works with all the FE or E lenses. So with that out of the way, let's turn on the A7R II. You're going to hear the adapter start up and make a noise. Okay, so now you can see my Diet Coke can is out of focus, but I'm going to see, boom, it just locked on and I took the shot. And I'll show this shot right now in the video to show you it is absolutely in focus. So the TECHART, let's walk around a little bit. The TECHART adapter is working quite well. My backyard's kind of under construction, so we have a lot of mess over here. But if I take this, it's shooting, fire pit, shooting, focused, pool, umbrella. Let's take a picture of the pool waterfall. It's just locking right on without an issue. So actually it's much faster than I led you to believe, because right now it's focusing really quick, even on reflections in the water. So this adapter's looking really good, guys. Now I'm going to go look at all these photos to see if they're actually in focus, but they're looking like they're definitely in focus on the back of the camera. So that is the TECHART adapter with that unique Leica Summit 2.4 from the Mini Lux on the Sony a7R II. Look for my review soon at stevehufphoto.com, and I will put a link down here of where you can take a look at the TECHART adapter or order it or whatever. So far I'm really digging it, and I'm going to put it to use over the next week or so, and then I'll write my full review. So until then, I'll see you next time at stevehufphoto.com.